Hi, welcome to the African World Channel. Niger's recent announcement of the impending withdrawal of U.S. troops from the country marks a significant turning point in diplomatic relations between the two nations. This decision, following Niger's termination of a long-standing cooperation agreement dating back to 2012, underscores a fundamental shift in geopolitical dynamics in the West African region. Discussions between Interior Minister General Mohamed Toumba and U.S. Ambassador Kathleen FitzGibbon in Niamey signal the formalization of plans for the withdrawal, reflecting the gravity of the situation. As the United States navigates the implications of this decision, it faces the challenge of recalibrating its strategic posture in the Sahel region amidst evolving security threats and geopolitical complexities. Remember to subscribe to our channel, give the video a thumbs up, and share it with others to help us reach a wider audience. Now let's get back to the video. Niger announced on Wednesday that the United States is expected to propose a plan to withdraw its soldiers from the country, following Niger's decision to terminate a cooperation agreement dating back to 2012. Interior Minister General Mohamed Toumba held discussions with U.S. Ambassador Kathleen FitzGibbon in Niamey, the capital of the West African nation, regarding this matter, as stated by the ministry. FitzGibbon conveyed to the minister that the U.S. acknowledged Niger's withdrawal from the military agreement and would present a plan detailing the process of disengagement for over 1,000 U.S. troops stationed in Niger, as per the ministry's announcement. In Washington, State Department spokesman Matthew Miller refrained from commenting directly on the claims made by the Nigerian Interior Ministry, stating that the status of U.S. troops remained largely unchanged at present. Miller informed reporters that the U.S. had been communicating with transition authorities to seek clarification on statements regarding the troops, but didn't elaborate on the specifics of these discussions. Niger's decision to sever ties with the United States was declared on Saturday following a visit by a senior U.S. delegation aimed at re-establishing contact with the junta. Earlier in March, Niger had criticized the 2012 cooperation agreement, labeling it as unilaterally imposed by Washington. U.S. troops have been stationed in Niger at a desert drone base worth $100 million to counter jihadist violence prevalent in much of West Africa. The United States is now confronted with the looming risk of losing 3 military installations, notably one of the world's largest drone facilities situated in Agadez, and consequently, its significant strategic position in the expansive Sahel region. American officials are currently engaged in urgent efforts to explore diplomatic avenues to retain some level of military presence. Last August, U.S. military officials acknowledged that they were actively exploring alternative sites following the coup. However, the Pentagon has declined to disclose the extent of progress made thus far. There are additional concerns regarding the feasibility of securing agreements with other allies or partners in the region to host a substantial U.S. presence. Moreover, questions linger about whether potential locations can offer the same level of swift and efficient access to counterterrorism operations, akin to the U.S. bases in Niger. Presently, the majority of U.S. forces in Niger are stationed at Air Base 201, situated in the Nigerian city of Agadez, nestled on the fringes of the Sahara Desert. Before the coup, Niger had been a crucial security ally for both France and the United States. Clicking the link located at the top right corner of this video. Should Niger maintain its current stance, the repercussions for the United States extend beyond the loss of operational bases for drone missions and surveillance activities. These bases also serve as focal points for anti-immigration initiatives aimed at curbing African migration towards Europe, while simultaneously serving as platforms to extend U.S. influence southward towards the Gulf of Guinea, home to approximately 60% of Africa's oil production. Since General Abdourahmane Tiani assumed power through a coup in July, the regime has expelled troops from France, its former colonial power, and expressed interest in forging deeper military and political alliances with Russia. Similar actions were taken by neighboring Mali and Burkina Faso, both of which joined a joint defense pact with Niger and withdrew from the broader West African bloc ECOWAS. Niger's military leader, General Abdourahmane Tiani, engaged in a telephone conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday regarding the enhancement of security cooperation, as stated in an official communication. The collaboration between the two nations had been reinforced in January when Niger's Prime Minister, Ali Lamine Zeine, led a delegation to Moscow to solidify military bonds. Despite being one of the world's poorest nations, Niger had previously aligned itself with the West in combating jihadists in the Sahel region. However, since the ousting of the elected president last year, Niger has shifted towards embracing Russia as a burgeoning defense ally. According to a broadcast on public radio, the heads of state deliberated on the imperative of bolstering security cooperation to address prevailing threats. Additionally, they explored prospects for comprehensive strategic collaboration across various sectors, as mentioned in the Nigerian communiqué, albeit without elaboration. In a statement from the Kremlin, it was emphasized that both leaders expressed readiness to initiate political dialogue and foster mutually beneficial cooperation across diverse domains. Furthermore, Moscow highlighted discussions on the situation in the Sahara and Sahel regions, particularly focusing on coordinating efforts to ensure security and combat terrorism. Additionally, a Russian delegation visited Niger in December of the previous year. As Niger prepares to sever ties with the United States and reevaluate its strategic partnerships, the withdrawal of U.S. troops from the country emerges as a pivotal moment in regional geopolitics. The termination of the cooperation agreement, coupled with Niger's growing engagement with other international actors such as Russia, underscores the shifting dynamics of power and influence in West Africa. For the United States, the withdrawal not only poses challenges in terms of security and counterterrorism efforts, but also raises questions about its broader strategic interests in the region. As Niger and its neighbors assert their autonomy and pursue alternative alliances, the future of U.S. engagement in the Sahel remains uncertain. Ultimately, the repercussions of this decision extend beyond bilateral relations, shaping the broader landscape of regional security and international diplomacy in Africa. As we conclude, I encourage you to reflect on the implications of the U.S. withdrawal from Niger. What are your thoughts on this decision and its impact on regional dynamics? Do you believe it signifies a positive step for Niger and the broader Sahel region? Additionally, considering Niger's interest in closer ties with Russia, do you think this shift in alliances will be beneficial? Your insights on these questions and the broader ramifications of this development are invaluable in understanding the evolving geopolitical landscape in West Africa. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others. Thank you for watching.